We are NanaxTez. This is Nana. I'm Tez. We're gonna be doing some of our own songs today. Actually, mainly our own songs. We only have one
Yeah,
cover today. Huh?
yeah.
Yeah. And these are songs that we wrote many years ago. We do have one new one today that we'll be playing for you. But yeah, these are songs that we wrote when we were still getting to know each other musically.
When we were 15, actually,
Like,
we
yeah,
started
15,
writing.
16. That's when we started writing some of these. So it's a while back for us. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's what you're about to hear, actually.
So I feel like what we do is kind of a mixture of all the things that we really enjoy. So, for example, Brazilian music, but also really the R&B harmonic side of that, and the melodies and harmonies that kind of live on their own as well as together, and that creates a really interesting soft sound.
Yeah.
He's doing the pop department for piano and vocals actually, and I just graduated in jazz. So combining our thing
Yeah.
and making that a thing that suits the both of us, it's really interesting and really special.
Yeah.
And besides that, we're good friends, so that helps.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that earlier because things are going to be a little different now because Nana will be living in New York in a couple months, and I'll be graduating next year as well. So we're not going to really have the same dynamic that we did before, but
Yeah,
we'll still.
it feels like unfinished business, I guess.
Yeah.
But in the best way, actually.
Hopefully, it'll never be finished. Yeah.
No, I think that's also the goal,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And also, me going away doesn't mean that I won't be here and that we won't see each other and play with each other.
Right.
I feel like music is too important and the connection is too, it's too strong
Yeah.
to let distance get in the way of that.
Yeah. It's a good question. Do we have any more performances coming up before you?
I feel like actually this is the last
This might be the
one
last one for real.
because
Yeah.
I'm leaving in less than 2 months, so
Yeah.
we've done a few big gigs in the last
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
And then this was supposed to be the last one. And I mean, I guess we're really talking about releasing and stuff.
Yeah, we want to release. Yeah, we would like to release this session and also the session that we did previously of these songs, so that we have an acoustic rendition of these songs. Because that's we wanted to translate. Well, we just wanted to show basically show what we sound like live. You know, have that on record, since that's really like our purest sound. So that's what we're going to be releasing soon together.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think we do speak a lot from personal experiences, but I mean, through the genres that we explore and like the harmonies that we like how we interpret them, I think we always have very strong like themes of like love and also like, I mean, it's usually it can be emotional, like,
Definitely.
yeah, and it can be in an intense way, but also just like we have songs that are, about the circumstances of like how you can get lost within your own emotions or your own head or your own or your love, you know what I mean? And but I think we find it like important to convey that that's okay to get lost within those emotions, and that's also we like to represent that in our music as well.
And I feel like we write about toxic love the most, which is really interesting.
It's a thing. Yeah.
But what I really love about writing with you is that I realize a lot of things during the writing process that I might not have realized if I didn't write the songs that we write together. So it's also kind of a therapy thing.
Yeah.
And speaking from the heart always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a way for us to process our own journeys. Yeah.
It's really interesting. I feel like we started out with a lot more standards and jazz because we met each
Right,
other
that
in
was
a
the
junior
background.
jazz college of the Conservatory.
Yeah.
So that was kind of what we were both busy with.
Yeah.
But besides that, the R&B side really attracted us to each other.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people in the CVA were doing that. So you, for example, were really my first R&B soulmate in this sense. So I feel like we used to do a lot of R&B, and then we started
That's how we
writing
bonded.
more, and yeah.
Started writing more, and I think lately, like, the Brazilian influences have been stronger than before. That's also because we sort of switched over to, I think, instead of like performing standards, we would like switch over to bossa novas because people would still recognize them, but they would be a lot more just fun for us to play.
Yeah,
You know?
and a lot closer to that R&B sound and melody and harmony, and
It's like, yeah,
yeah. So I guess
yeah,
we
that's
just
how it's evolved.
we changed a bit during that process as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Evolution of NanaxTez, yes.
It's not our final form yet.
No, unfinished business.
That's right. I mean, I know that we would both really like to tour the world like together because that's always been that's always been an ambition of ours. I know we've talked about that a lot. And it's been a while since we talked about that because I think we're more focusing more on short-term goals now that we're in the more legitimate part of our career. But yeah, that would, right? What do you still want to do?
Yeah, taking each other on tour and stuff, you know, like we are both artists in our own way, but when we come together, it's a whole new artist thing.
Yeah.
And combining those two is kind of what makes us us. So doing that on tour together would be great. Yeah. And finally releasing an EP finally.
Yeah, that's probably the
short-term
first
dream.
priority.
It's about time.
It's just only been like 7 years.
Dream big, very cliche, but dream big and keep the soulmates, musical soulmates and connections close because they matter a lot. And having a friendship out of that's it's a unique bond. It's a unique connection that I don't have with anyone else actually. So it's very special if you find that, hold on to that because it's important.
That's a good one, for sure. I agree with that. Keep people that inspire you close. Man.